My Lord and my God, I firmly believe that you are here, that you see me, that you hear me. I adore you with profound reverence. I ask you for pardon of my sins and grace to make this time of prayer fruitful. My Mother Immaculate, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me. How important the light is. Without it, everything is dim and dull. You tell us today in the Gospel, Jesus, you are the salt of the earth. But if salt loses its taste, with what can it be seasoned? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. And you continue, Jesus, you are the light of the world. A city set on a mountain cannot be hidden. The light of Christ must shine. We refer to this when describing people. People can be dull if they are boring, if they are hardly noticed. And we also say that someone lights up the room if they are the kind of person who transforms the atmosphere. We, your disciples, Jesus, are the light of the world. This world so desperate for light because it is quite dull. The world is grim when it lacks the light of God, the glow of Christianity. As Saint Josemaria wrote in the way, don't let your life be barren. Be useful. Make yourself felt, or leave a mark. Shine forth with the torch of your faith and your love. Your disciples, Jesus, are called to shine forth. That is why you tell us, Jesus, you are the light of the world. Because we need to shed this light on the earth, which is rather confused. But if that light has lost intensity, a faint, dimmed Christian cannot be useful anymore. And the world needs this light so badly. Light that can reach all the corners of the world so people can see properly. They will see the truth as it is. The truth about themselves, about God, about life, and that truth can set them free. But if all is dark and gloomy, they can't see the truth. You see, the enemy is called the Prince of Darkness, just as you, Jesus, are called the Prince of Light. We are at war. There is a battle between the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness. As we read in the prologue of St. John's Gospel, in him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And later on it says, the true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world did not recognize him. It is very interesting that you, Jesus, said in chapter 8 of St. John's Gospel, I am the light of the world. And then you tell us in today's Gospel, you are the light of the world. You, Jesus, are the light. But we are the light as well, because you encourage us to give away your light. Now the Prince of Darkness prefers that there is no light, because he is at home in darkness. So it would be terrible if we, your disciples, Jesus, didn't shine forth, if we gave away a dimmed, faded light. Dull Christianity is useless. You, Jesus, explain it clearly. Again in the Gospel of John, chapter 3. Light has come into the world, but people love darkness instead of light, because their deeds were evil. Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed. But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly that what they have done has been done in the sight of God. Well, today is all about light. The first reading reminds us of the prophecy of Isaiah. Light shall rise for you in the darkness, and the gloom shall become for you like midday. Also the psalm says, the just man is a light in darkness to the upright. It is clear. There is a war between the prophets of doom against the prophets of light. And the light is annoying when we wake up in the mornings. People moan when you turn it on. But if we keep it off, people will never wake up. And we need to wake them up. For many, the world now seems like a gloomy place, and the light of Christians annoys those who do evil because they don't like their evil deeds to be seen. They don't mind dimmed Christianity, faded Christians, dull Christians who don't shine much. But you, Jesus, called us the light of the world, and that light should reach every corner, every nook and cranny of this world. I remember here your words, Jesus, to Saint Teresa of Calcutta, when you asked her to go to the slums to shed that light. Come, you said to her, come carry me into the halls of the poor. Come be my light. I cannot go alone. You, Jesus, cannot go alone. You need me like a torch to shine forth with your light. Well, it is time to ask myself in my prayer, if the world is dull, if it is a gloomy place, is it not because we Christians have lost our brightness? Have I not, Jesus, lost the ability to light up the atmosphere around me? Am I a dull, faded Christian? Am I afraid to shine forth with your light, Jesus, to avoid being annoying? Do I try to preach a faded Christianity, adapted to the world, so as not to rock the boat? Years ago, a girl came asking to be baptized, and she explained that a friend of hers, a shiny Christian, had convinced her. But when I asked her what her Christian friend had said to convince her, she told me that it was not what she said, but what she did, actually what she was. It was her life, seeing her happy, in love with God, always serving, had shed some light, the light of the world. A university student also told me how some friends thanked him for coming to their party. One of them explained to him that when he came to their parties, they didn't smoke bad stuff, or drink so much, or do anything foolish. And he concluded, when you come, the party is much better. He was the light of the party. The gloomy parties needed someone who could shine on them the light of the world. We are the light of the world, and cannot fail to shed light on those around us. The world without you, Jesus, is gloomy. The world without love is very dull, very sad. And if Christianity were also dull, who will shed light on this world? It would be a dull Christianity if it tried to accommodate rather than light up, if it preferred to hide and remain dim, because it is more comfortable to be among those who understand us and think like us. My Mother Immaculate, may your children never be dull Christians. May we shine like Christ. May we light up the atmosphere around us with our presence. May we never preach a dimmed, faded Christianity. May we never hide this light. May the dazzling light of Christ reach all the dark corners of this world. I give you thanks, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations that you have communicated to me in this meditation. I ask you for help to put them into effect. My Mother Immaculate, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.